How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the skins that are the top workshop submissions this week. And yeah, if you don't know what that means, that is not all of these skins will make it in. Only 8 or so make it every week. So these are just the potential skins that could. Starting off, we've got the Noir Set, and this set is actually burlap, I believe. No, it's hoodie and pants. It is hoodie and pants, sorry. And a boonie hat. So here we are. Definitely a dapper looking suit. Next we have the Circus Hoodie and pants if you want to do some clowning around. And yeah, it's just a nice little clown outfit. You got a big old giant bow there on the front, some oversized buttons and patches all over with all those bright colors. Definitely. And we actually left the hat on there, so ignore the hat. It's just this. Next, we've got the Black Mamba set, or the Desert Mamba set. You can see the Desert Mamba in the workshop link, which I always have down in the description below. But yeah, you can see it kind of has like this snake print to it. So the whole thing kind of looks like it's made out of snake skin, which I think is very, very cool. Next, we've got some bright colors for you, and this is the Sunrise Hoodie and Pants' next pieces, which are going to be the gloves and boots. So yeah, we saw a very bright set, and these are the continuations here. The gloves have that eye on them, which is quite cool. And then if you head on down to the boots, you've got kind of more of the kind of like sun rays coming up and around. I think the design and pattern just looks really cool as well. Definitely a very nice, bright looking set. Next, we see continuation in the copper set with the copper jacket. So back here it says police. And there you go, you just got this bright jacket that just matches the rest of the set with all the neon colors and so forth. The set's been doing pretty well, so I'd be surprised if this one didn't happen to make it in. Next, we got some high qual pieces for you, starting out with the Quarantine set. And yeah, this is their continuation. You've got all the kind of, you know, Venom kind of looking stuff. So it's a kind of white set with the little Venom splotches coming out there. I call them Venom splotches because, you know, obviously white and black is the same colors as Venom. So, but, you know, it's not actually because, you know, copyright and so forth. But definitely a very nice parody set. Next, we have some more Glistener for you with the High Qual set. We've got the chest piece and face mask. They kind of have like a armored kind of paintball kind of look to them, I'd say. And then they've got the Glistener Shine, of course, which is quite nice. So there is that. Next, we've got a green set for you. This is the Emerald face mask and chest piece by Kiva. And yeah, the whole thing just kind of make it look like it's made out of some nice emerald. And yeah, this has a really nice shine to it. I like the carving and the detail to it. It's, you know, simple, but at the same time has lots of work done to it. Next, we've got something a little more on the skull side for you. This is the Avenger. It comes in 2 different versions, a white and a red. I want to go ahead and show you the red one. And yeah, it just kind of has this kind of bloody skull thing going on, which looks really cool. And then on the chest piece, you've got a big old skull as well to match it. And then on the back, it pretty much just kind of looks like regular flak. So there we have that one. Lastly, we have one more for you. This is the Street Art set. And yeah, you can see it kind of has like a graffiti face there. You got a third eye and a monster mouth. Then you've got art and create written on there with some spray cans and so forth. Back here it says spray itself. There's a dead dead face and a few other little like emojis and stuff around. So there you have it. Next up, we've got our deployables, and we're starting out with something that should be familiar to you by now. This is the Fireflies set, and it is the Fireflies Furnace. So you can see all the ivy climbing around the old rocks and some beautiful glowing little fireflies, which will come out much better at night when we show it here to you shortly. Next, we've got a box for you, and this one's a little bit different. This is a 4-in-1 box. This is the multi-box. This one can be used in 4 different ways, so it can either say components, guns, materials, or armor, but depending on how you place your boxes, it could possibly not work. How do you guys feel about this? 4 different labels on one single box for you to choose from. Definitely an interesting one. Next, we've got a locker skin for you, and this one is called the PDB locker. There we go. Of course, after the rail line, you can see there's a little coat hanging in there and lots of little lights, and yeah, some of the pieces look like it's kind of scrapped together from the rail pieces. I like the little smiley face there. And there you can see the PDB on the side, and in the back of it, it kind of just looks like some sheet metal. So there you have it. Definitely a nice fitting locker. Next, we got some doors for you. Starting out with this one right here, we've got a pretty little butterfly for you. This is the Butterfly Sheet Metal Door by Spectre. Then next over here, we've got a little ocean scene for you with the Sea Breeze Door by Rotoman. Followed up, we've got another door here for you. This is the Red Square Metal Door by Shedmon. It definitely looks kind of like beat up and so forth. Definitely has a very nice rusty feel. Next over here, we've got something on the more ancient side. This is the Primordial Door by Anathen. And as you can tell, it definitely has a glow, which we'll show you here shortly. Speaking of glow, we've got another sheet metal door that has a glow for you. This is the Biohazard sheet metal door by Stefan. And yeah, as you can see, there's the caution going across, back and forth across it there. Then we've got a door that's kind of interesting for you. It is the reversed door. This is the wrong place sheet metal door. And yeah, it actually has a handle drawn on one side, but it's a fake handle. So when you open it, it opens the opposite way, as is the hinges are on the side right here. So definitely interesting, but I think that's kind of more of a novelty than anything. Next, we've got some art for you. Over here, we've got the Biohazard sheet metal, or no, sorry, is this Radioactive double door? There we go. Radioactive double door by Vase. And yeah, you've got some guys over here. It looks like that just got an extra eyeball. That's definitely interesting, but definitely got a lot of the little artwork on this one. Next, we've got a couple of garage doors for you. First, we've got the Valhalla door for you, which is a bunch of shields with Viking patterns on them, and some chainmail to kind of roll it up. And then over here, we've got a Dreamland cat for you. I guess it's just called the Dreamland garage door. I'm not sure if it's a reference to something. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. One way or another, definitely some bright art, but not too much fitting really towards rust in any kind of way. Let's go ahead and kill the lights. You can see you've got kind of like a Chester cat kind of glow there over the rainbow. Got the Radioactive. Then we can zoom on down here to check out all of these. Little lights in the locker. And then we've got the box. And lastly, the Firefly's furnace. You see all the little fireflies around it there. And there we have it. Alright, next up we've got our tools and weapons for you. Starting out, we've got an explosive hammer for you. This is, well, the explosive hammer. There you go. Made of dynamite and duct tape. Next, we've got a little tool set for you, and this one has a face. This is the Dino Stone tool set. And yeah, as you can see, it's just kind of got these creepy little dinosaur faces on it. Definitely a fun little set. Then we've got another tool set for you, and well, that might look like a pine cone because, well, it is a pine cone. So hey, instead of a rock, you're going to be using a pine cone. I think it's a nice little novel idea. And of course, the magic pick. Then we've got a knife for you here, which has this kind of purpley handle. It is the Whirl combat knife. And yeah, it just kind of has a nice little beautiful carving pattern on there in gold, and a little bit of purple to the handle. Definitely a nice little elegant knife. Next up, we've got bow for you, and this one may look like it's on fire because it is part of the smoldering set. So you can see all of that smoldering wood up there and on the bottom. Go ahead and draw the bow back. You can see a little bit of that charcoal singeing through. Next, we've got a DB for you, and in case it wasn't clear what you're supposed to do with it, this Headhunter double barrel says kill, kill, kill for you when you aim down the sights. Go ahead and pop a reload there. And there we go. Headhunter double barrel shotgun. Next, we've got a couple of pythons for you, starting out with this one, which is part of the Obsidian set. You've got that nice gold highlights here and there across the hard obsidian. Aiming down the sights here, you've got kind of a white tip against the gold. Next, we've got another python for you, and this one is Love or Hate Python. And yeah, if you've ever watched Suicide Squad, I feel like this kind of pulls a little bit from Harley Quinn's gun. just a bit, but love and hate has always kind of been a concept with guns throughout time. So one way or another, definitely a cool fitter. Love that little ivory handle. Go ahead and shoot it off there. You can see there's a very light red sight to this one. Next, we've got another Python for you, and this one is kind of, has a snow camo thing going on. It's called the Golden Wars Python. And, yeah, it just kind of has kind of a very shiny look to it. Some nice gold highlights to it, thus with the name, of course. Then we've got another Python here for you, and it is black and gold, so therefore, of course, you're going to know it is the Black Gold Python. There you go. Aim down the sights here. And let's go ahead and do that reload. But we're not done with Pythons yet. We still have a few more. This one is on the Tiger side. This is the Tiger's Courage Python by Caddy. And it comes in a white and a regular Tiger version. So this is the regular Tiger. You can see the white Tiger version in the workshop link in the description below. Then we've got one last Python for you, and this one is kind of hot roddy. This is the Spiteful Python, and as you can see, it's got some flames and a nice wood grip and everything. It just kind of looks rusty. It has literal rust pieces on it, and it just kind of fits rust. I mean, I feel like I said rust too many times there. Next, we've got an SMG, which is looking to be a continuation in the prototype set by Cubus. And yeah, this is just kind of that 3D printed look to it, which is quite cool. We did get one piece accepted, so hey, maybe there'll be some more in the future. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a red tip to the sight. And there's that reload. Next, we've got another SMG for you, which is part of the Zebra set. As has been a pretty popular set that has quite a few pieces accepted, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the custom pop on into the shop. Then last in this group, we've got a chromed out SMG for you. This is the Chrome Custom SMG. Now, we already do have the lightweight set and a few other chrome things out there, so I don't know if this one really has too much of a chance. It'd be nice if there was something that made it a little more unique, maybe, to stand out from the other chrome sets. But one way or another, people do like chrome, so hey, maybe just a chromed out SMG is all there needs to be. Next, we've got some Thompsons for you, starting out with this beautiful Jade Thompson right here by MDE. And as you can see, when you aim down the sights, there's a little red tip. There are a few other little red highlights here and there, like on the grip and the clip. And a few other little things here with some other little tiny gold highlights as well. Next, we've got a continuation in Dragon's Rage with the Dragon Rage Thompson. Has everything you would expect. Some gold dragon scales along the top. A nice clean black color to most everything else, and aiming down the sights, a little red tip to help you focus on it. Next, we've got another Tommy, which is part of the comic set. This is the Black Comics Thompson. So there you go. Aiming down the sights here. And there's that reload. Next, we've got an MP5 for you, and this one definitely fits into rust, all scratchy and messed up and used. This is the Frame MP5. Aiming down the sights here, you just got a little bit more of that. I do wish maybe the sights were colored. Again, MP5 always has a lot of space to work with there, so don't forget about that, Skinners. And then we've got an AK for you. This one has some cool artwork along the side. This is the Satchel Thrower by Raven. And one thing that I feel is always really important when making kind of like artsy kind of guns, you want to make sure you do highlight the details and so forth, and don't just paint it over one color. A lot of people tend to, like, let's say, you see how this one's red, and just kind of paint it all red. But you can see there's grays and blacks and yellow, and all the individual parts of the guns aren't just painted over. They have different colors and sections to them. And I think that's what kind of makes the difference when making these kind of guns. Alright, next up we've got a continuation in the Venomous set with the M39. We don't have too many M39 skins, so it's always good to see some pop around. Maybe we'll have this one pop into the store. This set has been pretty well doing. Well, that doesn't even sound sad. This set has been doing pretty well when it does pop into the shop. There we go. That is a little bit better English there. And let's go ahead and pop a reload on it. And there we go. Venomous M39. Next, we've got an LR for you, and this one is the Digital Carbon LR by Milo. And yeah, as you can see, it just has a blue, light blue kind of sky blue digital camo thing going on. Same thing with the sight. You got the blue rings against the kind of gray-black. Next, we've got another LR for you, and it has a nice kind of tactical look to it. This is the Shards LR 300 by Fresh, and it has kind of like a monster neon green kind of going on with some highlights there, and the rest of it's kind of just a nice flat black. Aiming down the sides here, you've got a green tip, but nothing done with the ring or too much of the extra space there. Again, a lot of extra space on the LR. Make sure to take use of that, guys. I know I always appreciate it, at least. Then we've got one more LR for you, and this one is a little bit bright. This is the Polygon Lr by Hanson, and yeah, as you can see here, it's got lots of little polygonish patterns, bright colors, and kind of a bit of a color grade. Aiming down the sights here, you've got some purple against the iron sights. And there's that reload. And last but not least, we have a rocket launcher for you. And if you can't tell already by the look of it, it is part of the Shimmering set. It's been a little bit since we've seen some pieces from it, but it was a pretty popular set as it was in. Aiming down the sights here. And let's go ahead and pop a rocket in here. And, not too many trees, so we're just going to shoot a rocket off into the clump of trees over there. Nope, we didn't hit anything. Alright everyone, sound off down in the comment section below which ones you are hoping for the most and why. Always love hearing, give any kind of feedback you have to the right people as always. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great one.